The horror of lab experimentation. We call them the Alamogordo 14 chimps who have already endured painful lab experimentation for years and years, who've more than earned their chance for a decent retirement and serenity, along with almost 200 other lab chimps who've already gotten that reprieve. But the Alamogordo 14 just missed their chance to live the rest of their lives at a non-research facility with those other monkeys. Instead, they were swept up and shipped out to a San Antonio, Texas lab to undergo what critics say is brutal, invasive testing. More of it, even though they've done it for years. Well, now there is a national campaign to save the Alamogordo 14 from any more possible pain and reunite them with their former companions like Heidi, Danny, and Nicole, seen in these photos. Actress Kristen Bauer, star of the hit TV show True Blood on HBO, is a leader in the campaign to save these precious, sensitive, intelligent animals.
You've given that pathetic lump of temporary flesh,
Jessica,
the ultimate gift. You're a maker. You're a hero.
I find myself doubting whether you were ever truly human.
Thank you.
Joining me now is the very talented actress and chimpanzee advocate, the fabulous Kristen Bauer. Kristen, if you could talk to the bureaucrats who have put the Alamogordo 14 back into testing despite their years of sacrifice and pain, what would you tell them tonight?
Well, I think that you said it really well, and I thank you for that. You know, I would say that we have to ask ourselves if there's a better way, which we know there is, to do what Japan and the European Union have done, and that is to stop this invasive animal testing that has not helped save human lives.
Yeah, in fact, there is a growing group of scientists who say it's holding back scientific progress because just like we don't take boats to Europe anymore, we don't need to be torturing these animals. We should be working on the molecular and submolecular level. That's where the research money should be going. But it's easier for them to get research money for this because, it's easy to show results. It's something they've done for a long time. Even though the results are meaningless, does it upset you, your emotions on this?
Yeah, I mean, my husband told me, don't cry, this is CNN. So it does upset me because it's an unnecessary suffering, which is one of the saddest things that we see in any life form. You know, you have the theory that if we could harm 100 to save 1,000,000, it's worth it, but we're not. We're harming millions of animals in animal testing to save actually 0. It's been fruitless. And that's the definition of insanity, to keep trying the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Absolutely, and this is why we need to reintroduce the Great Ape Protection Act, and this would end the use of chimps in laboratories and would mean that the hundreds of chimps used for research, like this poor creature, so similar to humans, but yet the critics say they are poor models for human disease research. They would have a chance at getting out of these cages. What crime have they committed? None, except the misfortune of being born into a world that wants to exploit them. Oh, what a heartache. That is the life of a laboratory chimpanzee. If you want to learn more about the Alamogordo 14, who we want to free, go to the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, PCRM.org, and click on Kristen Bauer Fights to Save 14 Texas Chimpanzees. Last 20 seconds, Kristen, take it away. What would you say?
I think that we shouldn't have one species living solely for another species, and they've served their country more than I ever have, so let's let them retire.
Yeah, and you know what? We reached out to the government bureaucrats. They didn't get back to us, but I am begging them. I am not going to let this go away until we free them. We're staying on top of it.